Peyton, it's Jamal at WSFA in Montgomery. A couple weeks ago, Coach Summerall talked about seeing guys like yours and Landon Parker's roles kind of grow in this offense as the year kind of progresses. That wide receiver room obviously is very talented. So, how do you, I guess, yourself as Peyton Higgins, kind of try to find your niche and your role in this group?
Well, I just try to take advantage of every opportunity I get, whether it's in practice or in the game. I just try to put my best showing out there and just try to help the team improve any way I can.
Hey, Peyton, this is John Johnson at the Dothan Eagle. I know y'all got some really tall receivers on the team, but you and Jabri are pretty much the same size, height, weight, everything. What have you learned from Jabri just watching him work?
Oh, Jabri is one of my best friends. Been a great mentor to me ever since I got here. He's helped me along the way. Like, when I first got here, I'd never played wide receiver before. I was a running back my whole high school career, and I've just learned a lot from Jabri. He's been a great friend and a great teammate, so it's meant a lot to our relationship.
Peyton, it's Jamal again. Just like as an average viewer or someone who's not allowed to maybe cheer when they watch the games, watching Chris Lewis make some of the catches that he makes, it almost kind of seems like it's becoming the normal. Like the one-handed catch before halftime, maybe it didn't. It sounded like the crowd wasn't as loud as it maybe should have been because that's maybe the normal now. As someone who shares the sideline and the room with him, what do you see when Chris is out there making those plays?
Yeah, you're right. It has become normal. And I met Chris my senior year of high school. We played in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game together, and I think he had 2 touchdowns that game. I think Goose actually threw them to him, and I knew he was a stud. Right when they said Chris Lewis coming to Troy, I said, "Oh yeah, he'll be the man." But yeah, it's been awesome watching him make these plays. I mean, he's done it ever since high school, like I said. So I'm still very impressed with him.
Say Goose threw the touchdown pass?
Yeah.
Payne, you just talk about going and playing Monroe this weekend and getting back on the road and having to kind of focus in on playing a big road game.
Yeah, I love road games, especially long ones like this, going to Louisiana and a conference game. So it'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can bring our own energy and create a good environment and come out with a win.
Hey, Peyton, Gunner's not the flashiest quarterback, but he just gets the job done. What is it about Gunner? What's the it factor with him?
I mean, it's just his mental side. He's just a dude. He knows how to win. He's had a lot of experience playing quarterback. Coach Craddock and the offensive coaches put him in a good situation. The O-line does a great job, but Gunner's just a winner. That's the bottom line.
And also, Peyton, just to follow up on that, I believe Gunner's had a couple of games in a row now where he hasn't turned the ball over. Talk about how important that is, especially when you go on the road and you play in some of these conference games where turnovers can kind of turn the momentum and swing the tide.
Yeah, definitely. Coach Summerall always makes a big emphasis on winning the turnover battle, and I think that's something we really try to pride ourselves in here at Troy. And Gunner does a great job of making good decisions. The O-line gives them protection, like you said. Our receivers, they get open and make plays. Kamani's obviously a big factor in that. Our running backs, DT, they all do a great job. But Gunner has really, showed he's done a great job protecting the ball this year.
Hey, Nick Brooks with WPTY down in Dothan. Just kind of talk about your side of things on the offense, just on the sideline, watching this defense go up against teams every single week and seeing what they do.
Oh yeah, it's awesome to see, knowing that our defense has our back every game. And I've been going against these guys for like 3 years now, and they, especially this year, they've really been a talented bunch. And I think as an offense, that's what made us a lot better too. Going against them in fall camp and in practice every day just improves us and gets us to see that talent and ability they have over there, and so it's really helped us.
Hey, Raymond, I guess I'll lead it off. It's Jamal with WSFA in Montgomery. Things are kind of really picking up for you here lately in terms of just, action or just, filling out the stat sheet. For you personally, been a part of that defensive line group, what's it been like, being a part of that unit all season long?
It's been great. We got a few good leaders on the team. I enjoy playing behind Vaughn because he one of them players you can look up to. He basically a player who always right. So players like him, AJ and Buddha, some of the older guys, it's good having them in the room because they've been here, so they experience more things than I have because I'm coming from junior college. So, it's been great playing with them guys all year. We locked in, created a real brotherhood between each and every one of us. And I just love being a part of the D-line.
Nick Brooks with WTVY down in Dothan. You guys seem to get after the quarterback and stuff the run as a front. Just kind of talk about how you got just your guys' motivation to get in the backfield and create havoc.
Well, every week our D-line coach, he preached to us, we the best. It's really just depending on us to put on the performance. Every week, we go through a little phase where they basically put a lot on us so we can know what to expect when certain games come up and things like that. We got, like I said, we got players like Buddha and AJ in the middle to help stop the run. And on the outside, we got some great pass rushers on the outside and the inside as well. So, it's basically us being locked in. It's just taking the coaching from all coaches, because all coaches got an input on how we can play to improve, to better us and get to the quarterback.
Raymond, a big part of the defense's success this year, and especially lately, has been the presence in the red zone, keeping teams out of the end zone. What are the discussions like in that defensive room? Do you guys even pay attention to that just when a team gets inside the 20?
No, we really don't too much focus on it because, our base defense itself is great and good enough to stop anything on the goal line. So, like I said, the preparation we put in every week, we watch a little film. A lot of the film tell us that when they get down there, they bring in a different personnel. So we have different packages for that scenario. So basically, what we do, scout team giving us a great look every week, basically help us prepare for a goal line or any other downs.
You guys obviously had to go against Gio Lopez. I don't know if you guys had planned to do that or had to make some adjustments. Just kind of talk about, going up against a quarterback that's not the starter and I don't know exactly the preparations for that, but just kind of talk about preparations and trying to adjust to something like that from last week.
Well, last week, we didn't know that we was going up against him. We didn't have no clue who was going to be the quarterback, but we did know that their starting quarterback had went down late in the fourth quarter the week before, so we kind of had a clue we were going to be seeing him a little bit more. So basically, we kept the game plan the same. We just made sure we kept him in the box because we know he deadly with his legs, so if we keep him in the box and keep him from running around scrambling, we know we'll do a great job of keeping him inside the box. So it really wasn't no game plan. It's just basically what we've been learning, what we've been doing, but just cause and effect when it comes to him.
Then Raymond, obviously, really important road game this week at ULM. Coach Summerall talked about maybe making sure that you guys, there's not a day that you guys are slacking with the energy in practice or, you're taking the day off. What's the importance of just making sure you play every single team the same, that you prepare for every single team the same way, even if it's a team that's got 2 wins on the season or a team that's got 8 wins on the season?
We treat all teams the same no matter the record or who the team is. We all go out and treat them the same way. We put in the preparation like we put in for any other team. No matter if they got a losing record or a winning record, we just go out there and do what we taught to do for a great outcome at the end.
Then obviously things are getting close here. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the season. How do you stay on task and on focus with the game that you have right now, instead of trying to maybe look too far ahead and saying we win X amount of games more, then we can get we get to host the conference championship game again. How do you stay on task when you get to this part of the year?
Basically, me and my team, we basically do it week by week. We go week by week. We don't really worry about what's in front of us because we know we gonna get there eventually. So we basically just put in the work for the weeks leading up to like you said, the conference championship or whatever it is. We really don't care about the host and all that other stuff. We just want to do what we got to do, finish the season how we supposed to finish the season, and get that outcome at the end of the season like we supposed to.